when I was like 15, I tried to order shrimp one time down in the Gulf on vacation, and my dad about got us kicked out of a restaurant because he's about lost his mind. And he was like, in front of the waiter, in front of everybody, he was like, no, they're going to have chicken strips and French fries. Still 1-0. Joseph Wall has 32 saves, which is pretty nuts. 31 saves.
He's pretty good.
Nuts.
Pretty good.
For a bad goalie, he's doing pretty good.
For a below average goalie.
Dude,
not too bad.
All the goalies in the playoffs so far, they all have like 0.89, 0.87, like 0.902 save percentages.
Yeah. It's bad.
Not been good, dude.
It's not great.
Not been good.
Yeah, the so-called MVP of the league, Connor Hellebuck.
Dude. He's
garbage.
Dude,
he sucks.
It doesn't help that his name could literally be Hella Suck, and he's losing to the backup USA goaltender.
Yeah. Which, Ottinger's no slouch, man. He's pretty good. He's also pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll save that for the sports talk section.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We'll save that for that. All right, boys. Back again. We're rolling. We're live. Episode 294.
Sleepy Dads,
somewhere around there.
back again.
Yeah. Tag team back again.
Are we live?
We're live. We're live, Brandon.
Oh,
shit. We're live.
I got pizza rolls in the oven. Hold on.
Yeah. Nice. I gotta get it Uncrustable.
I'm still doing research.
No lie, Brandon. I was at the grocery store literally earlier today, and I was looking for the peanut butter and jelly.
Hard to find.
Dude, they weren't there. I saw the molten magma one. Yeah, I saw the molten magma one.
Yeah, that one's everywhere.
Jelly. But I'll tell you what, though, Brandon, Chattanooga, you guys get the good stuff early.
Yeah,
you got
dude,
Taco Bell breakfast early.
Oh,
high speed internet
early.
The hot place.
BB&J Reese's early.
Yeah, early. You're right though; they are hard to find because when I went to the grocery store the other day, I was also just happening to look for them.
Happened to look for it.
Just perusing. Just
perusing. Just telling my wife, hey, I'm just going to go down the candy aisle real quick.
I know you said no add-ons. I'm just going to go look. I'm just looking.
Look. Yeah. Just teasing the eyes a little bit, you know?
She's like, don't add anything to our budget. You're like, you sure about that?
Yeah. Because I found a game changer. A good friend told me.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Another Sunday. Start off this week by saying Happy Mother's Day to all the sleepy moms out there. Yeah, got to shout out. Got to get the snaps for the sleepy moms, the true leaders of the households for the most part. Debatable. We'll see.
Just kidding. Yeah, I'm glad my wife and my mom do not watch this podcast.
Yeah,
I imagine the female audience is pretty low.
Yeah,
I mean, normal audience pretty low.
That one lady in Kansas is going like the guy hit the car seat.
Yeah, dude, I was trying to look up the stats because Spotify shows you like the gender breakdown of our listeners. We have 5% female listeners on Spotify.
Hey, clicks! We're a girl pod.
Girl pod, yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, shout out to the sleepy moms, man. The dads aren't the only ones that are sleepy all the time. Okay, so
believe it or not,
yeah.
Turns out it's 100%. Both sexes are sleepy.
Yeah. Believe it or not, when you have kids and you don't get sleep, you get tired.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. All right, boys. How was your guys' Mother's Day? What did you guys do? We'll kind of kick off with that. How did you guys have any plans? Did you do anything big? Eric, I'll start with you this week.
We had a fantastic Mother's Day. Thank you for asking, Anish. We did a very chill day at my house. We got my wife some flowers, some seeds and stuff to put in our little garden. I made her a beautiful bacon, egg, and cheese bagel sandwich. It was fantastic to start the day off. And then we went to my parents' house and we went to the Catfish Kitchen, which is in Dixon, Tennessee. And it's delicious fried catfish, but it was slammed. Bad idea to go out to eat on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Took about 3 hours to get a nice lunch. So lunch turned into dinner. But no, we had a great time. Catfish Kitchen all around. And then we came back and got back into the normal swing of things because you can't, when you have little kids, you can't really just enjoy your day. So, yeah, beautiful day. Beautiful day all around.
Yeah, you're like trying to make them understand. Listen, out of all days, do not be a dick to your mom today, please.
To your mother today.
Today of all days.
For my oldest, she woke up. She just went into our bonus room, was watching TV, and I was like, "Hey, have you gone over and said Happy Mother's Day to Mom yet?" And she was like, "Oh, I forgot." I'm like, "Get down there, say hello to your mom."
That's hilarious. Brandon, how was your Mother's Day today?
I had a delightful day because none of my family was even like around, like because they were all in Nashville.
Clip that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
so they
true.
were all gone.
Dude, Courtney's a real one. Persevering on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were doing that up in Nashville. They had dance stuff. So Haley and I were just chilling this weekend. So we're gonna do stuff next weekend with everybody.
Nice. I love the deferred. Like, hey, we'll do Mother's Day later on. We'll do it later. Don't worry about it right now.
Honestly, though, it may not be a bad decision because if you're actually going out trying to do stuff, like Eric said, places were busy today.
Dude,
places were packed.
It was brutal. It was one of those, like, literally on the way back, we were like, when's the last time we just went to a restaurant, no reservation? It was like, there's 8 of us.
Yeah.
All the real ones were there. My sister, me, my parents. We were all there, like, having Mother's Day with my mom on Mother's Day, actually spending time with your mom on Mother's Day. It's a crazy concept, but we did that. And, but literally, like, when's the last time you just went to a restaurant and you're like, oh, 40 minutes for a wait? Yeah, we'll wait outside in the sun.
Dude.
No big deal.
Dude, nowadays, if I hear, like, anything more than a 15-minute wait, I'm like, yeah, let's go find somewhere else.
Dude, yeah, like, guys, we have burgers at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have McDonald's at home.
Yeah. I'm not craving it that bad.
Nice. How was yours?
It was good. It was good. So I started off the day. We started off making breakfast in bed for my wife. Zoya loves doing this kind of stuff. Like, this is the only time we can get her to wake up in the morning without any struggle.
I'll say she's a sleepyhead.
Yeah, she's a sleepy kid for sure. But when we tell her, you know, it's we gotta make breakfast in bed for your mom. You know, it's Mother's Day. She's like, oh, let's do this. So I went downstairs, cut her up some fruit, put a little fruit bowl out, made her a little egg and cheese wrap, a little breakfast wrap.
Ooh.
Made her some coffee. Yep. And then we got her the other day. Me and Zoe went out. We got her a little like just a little spa stuff. Got a little nice little like Epsom salt milk mix for like a bath. Did a little face mask.
Nice.
Some stuff like that. So the whole morning to the afternoon, just kind of let her relax. You know, drop a bath for her, do all the good stuff, right? And then we went out. We, like you, Eric, we decided to venture out to go out to eat today. And we were trying to do like kind of like a in between lunch and dinner to hopefully we miss the crowd.
Yep.
But for some reason,
classic mistake.
Yeah, for some reason everybody's out today.
Yeah.
So yeah, what should have been a 1 hour dinner ended up being like a 2.5 hour dinner. So much longer than expected, but fun, good day. She enjoyed it, which is the main part. I didn't get yelled at for doing anything dumb, which is also a win.
Today. I got yelled at today from my wife. True story. Go ahead.
Yeah. But that's always the goal of Mother's Day. It's like, okay, just make it through the day. Don't say anything stupid. Keep your thoughts to yourself and just make it through.
I left that part out of my day. Also, to be fair, I blame my mother for me and my wife, who's the mother of my children, for getting in a fight today. It's not my fault. Not my fault.
Can you divulge, or this is a Sleepy Dad's After Dark?
Absolutely, because okay. So, and sorry, I take my time back. The senator from Tennessee takes his time back. So we're getting ready to leave. Our normal dude, everybody was in fantastic moods. Go to leave our house. My mom calls. She says, "Hey, have you left yet?" We're like, "No, we are loading up the car. We're about to leave." She goes, "Hey, there's a splash pad in downtown Dixon. Why don't you bring like the girls' bathing suits and we'll go to the splash pad?" And I said, "No, like that's not part of the plan. No." And then Ophelia overheard me and she goes, "I want to go to a splash pad." And I was like, "No. Go brush your teeth." Like, no. So then Ophelia's like bawling, crying. She's 8 years old, by the way. 8 years old, by the way. Bawling, crying about this thing she had never heard of before that was taken away from her that she didn't even know existed. So then I Katie says I overreacted. I feel like I was just being a good dad and was telling her to like shape up and stop crying. Well,
I'm sure you said exactly like
Ophelia's
that.
distraught. Apparently, I went 0 to 60. Katie got distraught with me, and then I was like, and then after everybody kind of cooled, I was like, for the record, I did not introduce this chaos.
Yeah.
My mom introduced this chaos that was a hypothetical, and then the Catfish Kitchen took 3 hours long, and so they didn't even have time to go to the park. So it was literally, so let's just say I got called out for going 0 to 60, but I just feel like I was being a good dad and telling my oldest to stop acting like a 3-year-old.
Yeah. Listen, hey, we've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all gone 0 to 60.
And I was like, no matter what I do, I'm a bad guy. I'm a bad guy.
It's just funny because like I maybe go 0 to 60 like 1 out of every like 50 times maybe.
Oh God, those are rookie numbers. You gotta boost those up.
Yeah. But every time I do, I get caught. Every time, the one time I do, it's like, what are you doing? Ah, shit.
Well,
And I messed up.
no, I was looking at her. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, well, when did we decide to go to a splash pad today? Out of all the plans we made,
I think now's the perfect time to bring Katie into this conversation.
No. Oh shit, is she behind me?
Yeah. Also, a splash pad on a Sunday, bringing extra clothes, kids getting wet. That just doesn't sound fun.
Out of nowhere.
If
we had like planned ahead, and we're like, okay, we're gonna do the splash pad, and we're gonna come back and change and do this and blah blah blah. That makes sense.
Yeah. You got to mentally prepare when there's like an outfit change involved.
Yes, we had the car completely packed up, ready to go. Like we're walking out the door, and it turned into, well, you were being a little bit dramatic. Me.
I bet you took that well.
Knowing you. Yeah.
Dude, it was one of those. You're like, can we get on the same page here?
Yeah. Eric just telling himself, just don't say anything.
Yeah,
dumber.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
It's not today. Save it for tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, it's all good now.
Yeah. You can pay her back on Father's Day.
Sometimes you got to be the villain, and you know what that means. My Father's Day is probably going to be diminished, and that's fine. That's fine. They'll thank me when they're good citizens of America. When they're
It'd be a good time
adults.
of year to go to a splash pad, though.
Yeah, on Father's Day, absolutely. Mother's Day, nope.
Yeah.
And apparently, if you just say no, it's like, you jerk.
Yeah.
Like,
You're the devil.
Yeah. Why are you so mean? I just said no. I said no.
Yeah. That's literally how I said it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was like, do you want to go to a splash pad? She's like, no.
Yeah.
I'm like, then why am I the bad guy?
You're in the same boat I am.
Yeah.
Eric's gonna come Father's Day. Eric's gonna be like, "You guys are celebrating Father's Day?"
Yeah. Like, oh, am I getting a coal or am I getting a new coffee mug?
You got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. We'll roll that right into kind of pick it up with dad stories. Eric, it sounds like, do you have any more dad stories on top of that one? That was pretty good.
I feel like that is my dad's story.
Yeah, that was good.
No, but let me just say this: that was only 3 hours of my Sunday. The rest of it.
Yeah.
No, we've had a fantastic week or weekend and week. I will say though, we are getting braced for the end of school year gauntlet, and holy cow, there's reading with your kid outside. And then 2 days later, there's eating lunch with your kid outside. And then there's my youngest is in kindergarten. So we have to go to Hadley's kindergarten graduation recital thing. And then every one of them, they're like, and we also encourage you to take your kid home. And you're like, it's at 1:00. Like, what are we doing here, schools? Like the teachers are like, get your kids out of here. So the next 2 weeks are going to be rough. They're going to be rough.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat with you, Eric.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And you only have one kid. What do you have two?
Yeah, I know, dude. Not looking forward to it, but not looking forward to that part of it. Brandon, what about you? What do you got for dad stories this week?
Nothing crazy. It's a pretty normal week. Just running the gauntlet to the end of the year, you know.
Yeah, nice. Brandon's like, I'll defer.
Yeah.
That's funny, man. That's funny. Tickles my funny bone.
Yeah, nice. That was good.
You know, stuff and things and activities and
The
schedule
delivery,
stuff.
yeah. The delivery was good. Nice. But yeah, for me, kind of same as Eric. We're kind of in that end of year school grind. So like this week Zoe has her ballet recital on Friday, but it's also the last day of her preschool on Wednesday. So Thursday they have like a spring concert, and like a preschool graduation that we got going on. But also for the recital, they have like dress rehearsals like 3 nights this week. So like literally Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, we have dress rehearsals.
That's a lot for preschool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Yeah, and
then part of the cuteness of the event is just them being completely disorganized.
Yeah, exactly.
That's part of the cuteness.
Yeah. And then also Tuesday we have like swim class as well. So like we're literally gonna go to like a dress rehearsal and then book it to swim class right after. So we're gonna be like hauling ass all around all week.
Mm-hmm.
And it's annoying because they're all at like different times every night. So it's not like we can even get like any sort of consistency like throughout the week.
Right.
It's like we gotta switch it up every day.
Dinner, you're like, how do I fit dinner into each one of these days?
Yeah. So so that's kind of my second part of my dad story here is more of like these kids don't know how good they have it nowadays. So like, you know, every now and then you get a week like this where it's chaotic and things are on the go, and sometimes you just
pizza's easier.
Yeah, you grab fast food, you order pizza, you just do something quick, right? And growing up, I don't know about you guys, but we never really ate out like that. Like we never really got like fast food or pizza. It had to be like a special occasion, like, oh, you know, somebody, you know, did something or something like that. Maybe once a month, if that. And now, like, we're offering like we're on the go one day, and like we told Zoya, we're like, hey, we're not gonna have time to like get home and make dinner before you have to go to bed, so let's just stop and get like McDonald's, you know, get you like a Happy Meal or something. She's like, McDonald's again? God. I'm like, Jesus freaking Christ, dude.
Yeah, like, you know, little Eric, little Anish, little Brandon, we would have loved this.
Yeah, dude. So she was just like huffing and puffing, like, I don't want McDonald's, I want pizza. I'm like, God damn it, you don't get a choice. Like you will eat what we get you and be happy.
Affiliate would go, it's not stuffed crust cheese pizza?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's $8 more if we're...
Oh man. But yeah, they just don't know how good they have it. Like they have the opportunity to get fast food and good food like all the time. They ask for it, we'll get it for them. Like we're weak.
And do you know what Affiliate ate at the Catfish Kitchen in Dixon, Tennessee today?
What'd she have?
Shrimp. She had shrimp. Do you know when I was like 15, I tried to order shrimp one time down in the Gulf on vacation, and my dad about got us kicked out of a restaurant because he about lost his mind, and he was like in front of the waiter, in front of everybody. He was like, no, they're going to have chicken strips and French fries. Shout out Ward.
Ward.
An Affiliate who's 8 got fried shrimp today.
Yeah. Like I said, man, they're living the good life, dude.
They are.
And they don't even realize it.
They don't know. They don't know it. These poor spouses in the future, you guys are so screwed.
Yeah, you guys don't stand a chance.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Nice. Anything else you guys want to talk about for dad stories before we move on? I feel like our next segment will have a lot to talk about.
I'm not going to lie. I don't know what our next segment is.
The sports talk, Eric.
Okay,
it's our favorite part.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, lots to talk about. Hockey playoffs, basketball playoffs, rookies reporting to camp in football.
I haven't watched either.
Yeah. Well, dude, the rookie camp stuff, people are like, oh, look at Cam Warren. You're like, guys, he's going to be the starter day one. Like, calm down.
Yeah. Brandon was sending us like Twitter DMs of like our rookies in camp and running through like sleds and cones and drills, and I'm like, hey man, you know us, we're suckers for a good training camp video.
Remember last year with the old lineman sleds?
Oh yeah.
He's dominating that thing.
We're like, holy shit, we're gonna run to the division title. We got the first overall pick for the worst team in the league.
Spoiler alert. For those who don't know.
And Anish, I'm still wearing Titans gear. Because I'm a loser.
Dude, because they're sucking us back in, man.
Like back. I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me?
Oh, man. Listen, I will undoubtedly be hopeful until the season starts.
Mm-hmm.
And once the season starts, I'll probably still be hopeful, let's be honest, until like the first like 2-3 games.
Dude,
unless it gets really bad early like it did last year. Like last year it got bad quick.
I mean, it was the first game.
Yeah.
First game.
Yeah. Third quarter.
Game. It was like, maybe we could just hold the Bears in the second half. And it was like, as long as the offense doesn't do anything stupid. Whoop, pick six. Whoop.
Yeah. But you thought we weren't asking for much.
Right.
Apparently we were.
Right.
Right. All right. Let's move on to NHL playoffs. The good stuff.
Let's go, Anish.
The good stuff. Right now, Panthers are up on the Leafs 1-0 still, I believe.
That's crazy, dude. This is everything is on the line right now in the Toronto Florida series.
Yeah,
it's 1-0.
Stars took care of business today against the Jets.
Yep, dude. Hellebuck, he sucked, dude. You see, he's like 0-8. I think in his last 8 away games.
He sucks, dude. He's given up a lot of freaking goals, dude.
I saw they showed a stat in the regular season. He has 63 games in a single period where he gave up 3+ goals. Happened 3 times in 63 games. In the last 10 playoff games, it's happened 6 times.
Hella suck,
dude.
Hella suck. That's what he is, dude.
Hella suck now.
Yeah, dude. I was looking because I know last week we talked a little bit about goalies winning, MVP and the seasons they had to have.
I think Hellebuck's going to win the MVP, which is
and his season is not that great.
No,
he had a .92 save percentage, a 2.01 goals against. Good numbers, great numbers, perfect for a Vezina. But for MVP, dude,
yeah,
that's crazy.
It's boring. I think giving it to a goalie is boring because you're it's. I mean, I guess the NFL gives the QB the MVP award every year, and they are the most important person on the team. But it's giving it to a goalie's lame. They only play, there's 82 games in the season. They don't even play every game.
Yeah. Hey, facts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I was looking back at the other goalies that have won the award. Numbers wise,
you got to play in Montreal. You got to play in Montreal or be Dominic Hasek.
Yeah, and Dominic Hasek.
Yeah, he was
awesome.
sick.
He went back to back.
He
went back to back.
Yeah, Dominator. He was
sick.
He only won a cup with Red Wings.
Yeah, unfortunate. But yeah, Carey Price was the only one that had real dominant numbers. He had a 1.8 goals against average and a 94 save percentage, which nowadays seems crazy. Those are crazy numbers.
Yeah, 2-0. 2-0.
Super crazy.
Super crazy. Brandon's like, how about that hockey, eh?
Hey, how about that hockey?
So y'all didn't watch World Fitness Project.
Brandon, talk your truth, dude.
Talk your truth, Brandon. The floor is yours.
Enlighten me. I'm a simpleton. Enlighten me.
It's not a competitor to CrossFit, but it's a league that these people created, and today was this weekend was the first event of it. But the athletes are paid. They're on contract, so you have 20 girls, 20 boys.
Is this the live to the PGA?
Ooh.
If they're being paid,
that they are getting paid. And I don't know fully how it works, but I know they have their pro cards for this season. There's 3 or 4 events, and you accumulate points over the year, and then whoever has the most points is the overall season winner.
Yeah.
And then you can win obviously the event. It almost makes me think of NASCAR or something, a points series kind of deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's also there's challengers as well that are young and up and comers, and I think there's a way for them to steal and move in to the pro
relegation promotion kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't fully know how it goes.
I like that.
But yeah, to kind of push them. So it wasn't it was kind of hard to find, but I would watch some of that this weekend. But it was pretty entertaining.
Where do they compete at, Brandon? Is it all over the place?
Just different places. It was
dude. Honestly, that sounds
weekend.
That sounds like live live golf, really dude.
They just don't have the Saudi money backing it up.
I mean, maybe they do.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know where the money's coming from. I don't know how.
That's Saudi.
It's the Saudis.
Yeah. Saudi money. If you don't know where the money's coming from,
Brandon, correct me if I'm wrong. Don't the Saudis own CrossFit with the CrossFit Games?
No.
Didn't they do the CrossFit Games in Dubai?
They did an event over there.
Oh, just one? Gotcha. They used to have a really good Netflix program that would break down, or documentaries that would break down the CrossFit Games. And then the one that they did in Dubai, it was an interesting choice. All the athletes they were competing. Also, Dubai has beautiful beaches. And you're like, what the hell am I watching?
It's an infomercial for Dubai.
Yeah, it was an advertisement for Dubai. Which don't get me wrong, I would love to go to Dubai. But it was one of those you guys were just in California running up desert mountains and stuff.
Yeah. I also can't imagine working out in 120 degree weather is fun. I don't know, Brandon, you tell me.
I think all that was indoors. I think that Dubai one was all indoors, but I could be wrong. That been a while.
That makes sense.
That was back when CrossFit still had a media team. They fired all them. No more documentaries.
No more documentaries, yeah. Had to cut funding. Nice. Eric, when you were mentioning like the relegation promotion thing,
Yeah.
did you guys see Wrexham FC is one promotion away from getting to the Premier League?
They're in the Champions Series.
That's crazy.
That's not. I mean, it's nuts. It's
Like 3 straight years of promotions they've had.
Yes, like they're literally, if they win this league, say hypothetically they win this league, they're in the Premier League. Like they'll play against Manchester City and Manchester United and Chelsea. Sick. It's crazy.
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Very
Did
cool.
you guys ever watch the documentary? Wrexham
I
FC?
watched the first season. I didn't like the second season. The first season was fantastic, though.
Yeah, the first season was good. I didn't watch the second one either. Nice.
Sick.
Cool.
Good talk.
Six stats. Yeah.
Cool.
Stat guy and ish.
Oh man. I know we talked a little bit about off air. Speaking of soccer, Brandon, did you watch any of El Clasico this morning? Real Madrid versus Barcelona?
Anish,
No,
real
I
quick.
watched Liverpool and Arsenal. That was it.
That was sick.
That's a
That
good
was
one
sick,
too.
Brandon.
That's a good one too.
So, Brandon, I saw the beginning of that before we had to leave to go to Dixon. But Anish, real quick, didn't Real Madrid and Barcelona just play for some kind of championship? Like,
Yeah,
from
it
get-go?
was. Yeah, it was like the Copa del Rey or
So that's my only problem with the whole Barcelona Real Madrid thing is
they played too many times.
they play so many times, and it
Yeah.
used to be like, oh wow, this is a big deal. But they literally just played a championship game last week, and they're playing again this week. And I was like, I thought it was over. I thought.
Yeah. No, I think the problem is because of the lore of like Barcelona and Real Madrid that they're pumping every matchup up. But like half these matchups are like, you know, those like small league tournaments and things like that.
Yes. Yeah.
But like this one today was actually like the winner basically would have won La Liga, essentially,
Gotcha.
because the way like it was like one of the last like 2 games or something like that. But
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
The La Liga, there's only 2 teams.
yeah,
It's always Barcelona or
Yeah.
Real Madrid every year. It's
Yeah.
like I saw Harry Kane won with the Bundesliga with Bayern
Bayern
Munich.
Munich, and it's always
you're
Bayern
like,
Munich.
They won 28 of the last 30 Bundesligas.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Every time, and
Yeah.
then the other one will be Bayern Munich or not Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund. Will
Yeah.
like every now and then sneak one out.
yeah. La Liga is literally Barcelona, Real Madrid, and every now and then like Atletico,
Yeah.
will come up there. But
You know
those
what I
are
also
really the
love?
only 3 teams.
Initially, you know what I love? You'd be like, oh, the Premier League. Oh, the Premier League. And then it goes to La Liga, and people are like, oh, La Liga. And then you're like, the Bundesliga. Each one, you're at, oh, Atletico.
Yeah. You have to do the
Yeah,
accent
I'm
for some
like,
reason.
like Anish, you and my other buddy are big Barcelona fans. I'm like, you're from fucking Florida.
Yeah.
How are you pronouncing Yamil so well?
Yeah. It's like Brendan Fraser and Bedazzled. Like all of a sudden I know how to speak Spanish, dude.
Dude, 100%. What league are you in? The Devil's giving you.
The devil's giving me powers, dude.
Damn the devil.
Yeah. Just speaking full on Spanish.
Yeah, that's great. That's a good point,
man.
Anish.
Yeah.
Good point.
Oh man. Have you guys been watching any NBA playoffs? Eric, I know you probably haven't too much.
I'll be
No,
honest, I
have you?
haven't at all.
Oh, okay.
No.
I was watching a little bit of that Nuggets OKC game today. There was 25 points scored in the first quarter total. Like the Nuggets only had 8 points in the first quarter,
Yikes.
and I was like, "This is not fun to watch." You know why they only had 8 points? Because nowadays all the analytics take a 3 or take
Dude,
a layup.
what was the Celtics game? Like game 1 or game 2? They had like 40-something missed threes.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, dude.
like how's that fun to watch, dude?
That's crazy. That's
Just-
crazy.
Like, hey, maybe just take a mid-range pull-up if you missed like 10 in a row.
Like, yeah, maybe drive
Switch
to
it
the
up
net.
a little bit. Yeah. Maybe this 3-point thing isn't working out for you
Yeah.
as well as you think it is.
Analytics are like the worst, dude. Some of the analytics stuff is you're like, yeah, but like, did you watch the game? Is there a reason why something happened?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. The analytics just don't. I'm convinced none of these analytical nerds watch the games. They just got to go by whatever number the box scores show,
Mm-hmm.
and they go off of that. But it's like, dude, like, yeah, obviously threes are better because they're worth more points.
3 is more than 2.
yeah, 3
dummy.
is more than 2. Who would have thought? But maybe don't take a contested 3 falling back. You know, when you're down 20 and you've missed 20 in a row. Maybe don't do
Dude,
that.
Anish, but that's not the shooter's mentality, right? It's like,
Yeah.
hey, the next one's
Shoot.
going in, though. Next one's going in.
Yeah, just got to
Oh,
see that
shit.
first one.
Shit,
Gotta see
38 in
that.
a row. Shoot.
Just got to see one go through the net.
Coach, one more. You know me.
Shooters got to shoot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shooters got to shoot. Oh man, yeah, but dude, it's a stark contrast between the NHL and the NBA.
Oh, yeah, yes, the
Very
NHL's been
hard.
nuts. Did you watch the Edmonton game last night, Anish?
Dude,
That was
I literally-
crazy.
So I literally turned it on because we had like a birthday party to go to last night.
Edmonton,
and we-
Vegas.
Yeah, Edmonton and Vegas. So we got back like right middle of the third period. So I started it. I turned it on like
3-2
right,
Vegas, right?
Yeah. So I turned it on like when it was tied 3-3, and then from there it was like, holy shit, this is
Dude.
crazy.
I love the overhead shot of the crease where like
Mhm.
Draisaitl tipped his own the shot in, and there's no goalie.
Yeah.
8 seconds left on the face-off, and the guy scores with 0.4 seconds left or whatever.
Yeah, dude, it happened so
Insane.
quick. It happened
Yeah.
so quick. I thought it also went off the post.
Dude,
Because like,
yes, because it was out so fast that Draisaitl like hit it, and they all didn't
Yeah.
really react, and it was like I think they were like, "Play it cool, dude. Play it
Yeah.
cool."
yeah, no,
Probably-
they didn't see it. They didn't see
Yeah,
it.
probably the buzzer went. The buzzer went right,
Yeah, dude, crazy. You can't get any closer than
and that
Like,
was McDavid. That was Draisaitl. That was their goalie Stuart Skinner. That was Darnell Nurse. They all like played
They're
like
18.
morons.
They're-
Yeah, they played
yeah.
like morons in like the last like 8 seconds there.
yeah. I don't know what Skinner was doing, dude. In what scenario do you come out that
Dude,
far?
he did like the left pad. He was like, "Choosh, choosh, choosh," and you're like, "That's too many."
No, that's
Too many. Dude, he
Too
was over.
much.
They said he was outside the trapezoid. There's a trapezoid behind the goalie crease. He was like all the way over to the
Yeah.
side. It's like,
Remember when Pekka used to do stuff like that, and he would be like,
gives you a
just
heart
Pekka-
attack.
clumsy.
Peke would go play the puck in the back and go
Fall.
like 20
Yeah.
like 70 miles per hour into the boards. Like, what are you doing, dude?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he would almost throw his shoulder into the board.
Yeah.
So like,
What are you doing?
like fall. Or,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like how to
Brandon,
get. Yeah,
yeah,
sorry, how to
Brandon,
give a fan a heart attack in 2 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Brandon's like, do more, but do less.
Yeah, yeah.
You're doing too
A lot
much. You gotta-
less.
yeah, do less.
a lot less.
Yeah, that was a classic case of do way less, brother.
Wait,
Way less,
Wouldn't
dude.
even be pressured. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like literally, if you just hold the post on that side and you go to overtime,
yeah. So you're going to overtime, and you're probably going to win in overtime.
you're probably gonna win in overtime because that's what Edmonton's been doing this
yes,
whole
you guys
this
are
whole playoffs.
insane.
Yeah.
Also, Anish, and real quick, the Capitals Hurricanes is the most boring playoff series for a second round matchup.
What's
It's
that?
unfortunate. Yeah.
It's a snoozer, dude. You're like, oh my god. And that's that.
What-
Hey, Carolina fans, that's your brand of hockey, and it sucks. Now, granted, the Predators suck. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about you, the Hurricanes. You've
Yeah.
been playing this way for 10 years now, and you make the playoffs, and you win the first round, and you lose in the second or the conference finals and get swept. Like it's like, what you got
What's that series up?
2-1
2-1.
Hurricanes.
Yeah. It's unfortunate because like when you look at the Hurricanes team, you're like, this could be
Yep.
like a fun team to
Yep.
watch. Like
They
could be
have
an
really good
exciting
players.
team.
That's the thing. They have really good players. They are so boring to watch.
Yeah. They've really incorporated the Predator mentality. with
Dude,
that
just-
one.
Dump the puck, chase it
Yeah.
in, shut down
Yeah.
defensively. Except we can't dump the puck in. We can't chase the puck.
We can't
don't-
shut down
you can't
defensively.
shut down defensively, and we have a leaky goalie.
Yeah. Did you see Barry Trotz was talking about like the upcoming draft and like he was really talking
Anish.
up like yeah. Well, he was really talking up like one of the stud defenders in the draft.
That we are not going to get.
No,
Yeah,
no. So like the defender he's talking up is probably going to be there at 5. But it's like,
Oh,
dude,
really?
how many times are we going to draft a defender and go down the same path?
Did you hear what he said though? He said because Roman Yoshi was not going to play forever, right? Or
Yeah.
something along those
Yeah.
lines.
He did
Dude,
say that.
that is so scary.
Yeah.
That makes me so sad because it's like he's the best player on our team.
Literally, Roman Yossi and Philip Forsberg are the only 2 players that keep us relevant in national hockey media.
Anish, 2 years ago, I remember thinking like, if we don't have Philip, we're going to be so bad. And we have
Yeah.
Philip, and we're
And
very
we're still
bad.
so bad.
And now I feel bad for Philip, where I'm like, dude, your damn loyalty is going to
It's
cost
costing
you a
you.
cup.
It's going to cost you a
It's
cup.
going to cost you a cup, man.
And we always talk about how Brian Callahan's not the guy for the Titans. I don't think Barry Trotz is the guy for the Predators, boys.
No way.
Oh, you mean a coach, a lifetime coach that's now the GM that has
Yeah.
no clue, dude. Anish, did you see his comments? He said we're looking to draft a goalie in the 2nd or 3rd round.
Yeah.
A year after trading the best
The
goalie
best-
prospect in the NHL in the world.
Yeah.
We traded that guy away because Barry didn't like his Russian attitude.
Yeah.
So now
They
we're
prob-
looking for a goalie.
Like probably the best goalie prospect
Oh.
in the last like 15 years.
Yes. Yes,
We had him.
Yeah,
We had
and
him.
he's got flair and personality and all the fun stuff, and dude, it's just tone deaf. Where you're like, the fans were not happy with that trade, right?
Yeah. And also, we know the ceiling with Soros. Like, we know what he's going to give us in the playoffs. He's going to give up 3 goals a game. he'll make like 2 or 3 really good saves.
Yep.
But you're not going to get anywhere with him.
He's in his prime, and we are a bottom dweller team.
Yeah. 100%.
What are we doing here, dude? And then, let me just say this. We traded Yaroslav Askarov, our best goalie prospect, for a young guy that might be a third-line center, which doesn't help you out at all. If you're a cup contender, you want to start third-line center. If you're a bottom dweller, you need an ace. You need a 1C, a 2C.
And you know what we don't have?
An
ace. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we're relying on the same people for the last 25 years that cannot draft and develop players. So now we're like, hey, this time they're going to draft and develop a player.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Exactly.
Am I missing anything here?
No. We're like the Dave Chappelle crack addict meme. Like, hey man, you got any of those aces? You got any of them high quality prospects?
What can we get at 5?
Yeah. Also, another shitty scenario for us.
Anish,
Like,
did you
worst
understand the draft?
worst.
I don't. I never understand this lottery system.
Brendan, did you watch any of that?
No.
Dude, they were like,
Twitter.
okay, the way they did the draft thing, they would pull the Powerball numbers, but it was like they would pull 4 of them, and then like the announcers would go, "Oh, that's huge," and you're like, these numbers don't mean anything. And like the Islanders got the first overall pick.
Yeah.
And they were like the 10th worst team in the league.
The lottery system is bullshit, dude.
I don't get it. It sucks.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Like, we should have gotten like this draft was literally like a 3-player draft, and we should have been drafting 3rd.
Honestly, Anish, part of me is like, you got to go with the worst teams up, like, and just do it the NFL. If you're the worst team, you get the first pick.
Yeah. And if it's the tiebreaker, like if 2 teams are tied, flip a coin at that point.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to go worst team up.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Well, that took a dark turn.
Well, I will just say this to put a bow on it.
Yeah.
The Predators are ass, and when you watch the NHL playoffs, they're awesome, and it just shows you how far away we are.
Dude,
So-
it's literally like
It was just a sad bow.
It's a sad, but it's a droopy bow.
well, I think we may have talked about it, but it's like watching these games, I'm like, oh, this is what like quality hockey looks like.
Yes. Or you're like, man, we would have been swept.
Yeah. Dude, we would have they probably would have mercy ruled us, dude. They probably would have input a mercy rule just for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need all 3 periods.
Yeah. You guys are losing 9-0 in the second. I think we can call this. Yeah. But other than that, playoffs have been great.
Mm-hmm.
Hockey's been great, man.
Mm-hmm.
But it may be the end of the pod if we get a Toronto Edmonton final, dude.
I'm not watching that. I
Yeah,
ain't
then-
watching that. Well, 4-1, 2-0. So
Okay.
it's 2-2. So
have
Toronto
life.
ain't getting out of the second round.
Yeah. We have life. The Canadian tickheads will never let us hear the end of it.
Nick Loser, you talking about?
Nicholas. Yeah, thank God Vegas won last night,
dude. If they would, well, also I want all these series to go 6 or 7 games. Like, we need teams to like, come on now, let's give because this is the end.
Yeah, 6 or 7 games, but I don't want like a Carolina Washington 6 or 7 games.
No, or like even the Jets, they beat the Stars game 2 like 4-0, and you're like,
yeah,
well, that's
today was
boring.
today was 5-2.
Yeah,
Like,
it was boring.
Yeah, which sucks because those 2 teams are like really good.
Yeah,
like, you figure that'd be like a much closer series. But,
yeah.
All right, cool boys. Anything else you guys want to talk about sports wise before we get into our draft of the week?
Brandon, how did your children do this weekend?
Yeah,
It was a convention, so it was just like taking classes and stuff. But they did well. Had a good time.
Right on. Cool.
Cool story, Fogel. Can you tell it again?
Yeah. Oh my God, Flo, what's the greatest story I've ever heard?
Oh man. All right. Let's move on to all of our favorite segment of the week. We're on to the draft. And in honor
I write down every
notebook.
I write down every draft pick. Okay, everybody's draft picks over
Me
and over
too.
and over.
Me too. That's commitment. That's commitment to the pod, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So in honor of Mother's Day today, we did this. We did something similar with our very first premiere episode. We're going back to it because of Mother's Day. We're going to draft best fictional moms. A lot of options here. We're going to go 3 rounds. We'll do honorable mentions after. Eric, you got the first pick. Brandon, you got second. I'm bringing up the rear with the back-to-backs. All right, Eric, who you got?
Oh man, this is a lot of pressure.
It's a tough one. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. There's no 101, I don't think.
No, and we were talking about there's a lot, and I got to go with my heart here. I'm going with Lois Griffin from Family Guy. It's the number one mom. She puts up with her husband's bullshit. She puts up with her kids' bullshit.
Yeah.
But she keeps the family together. She could be super jacked. She could be super overweight, and she's still seductive as hell. Lois Griffin is my number one.
That's good because I wouldn't necessarily say like from a mom perspective she's great, but like the like you said, the bullshit she deals with on a day-to-day life.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's an excellent pick, Eric.
Yeah, we're talking about just best moms. She's the best mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good one. All right, Brandon. Who's your 101?
My 101 is a mom who walked so Eric's mom could Eric's draft pick could run.
I think I know where you're going.
Yeah.
I think multiple of my drafts have involved this TV show, but I'm going with Marge Simpson.
Yep. Nice.
Give me the blue beehive. Same deal. Puts up with a lot of crap. It's a very bad boy son. Doofus for a husband. And Lisa's the daughter probably thinks she's smarter than everybody there, and they have a baby she's got to keep up with
forever. A perpetual baby.
Won't grow. And pets. They got the same couple pets, so she puts up with a lot and keeps that household running.
I love it, Brandon.
That's a good
one. Love
it.
it.
So just to give me Marge.
That's a good one. Hey, you guys probably took the best two cartoon moms off the table right there.
Okay.
Excellent picks.
Okay.
Excellent pick. All right. I'm going to go break into the actual real life television.
Whoa. Whoa.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
All right.
Insensitive to the 2D.
My bad. All right. So my first pick, I'm going to go a little old school with this one. A show that grew up watching in the 90s. It was definitely before the 90s, but syndication will get you. I'm going to go with Carol Brady from the Brady Bunch.
Oh,
great one.
Dude.
Took on 3 extra kids through marriage. Just kept the train rolling. Kept that household together. Husband working all the time. Kids always getting into random stuff. And she was the glue to that family. Carol Brady, 101.
I was
Great choice, Anish.
Make it back to me. That was going to be my number one pick, but I didn't think you'd take her.
Nah,
dude,
man, come on.
I didn't think you watched that.
Could you, in the 70s, could you imagine if that was your best friend's mom?
Yeah.
Was Carol Brady?
Yeah.
Could you imagine that?
No. I know.
Imagine 6 kids.
Yeah, that's... The house was cool, though, by the way. They had a very cool house.
Sick house.
It was. Very cool.
All
right. My second pick.
Her off my board.
In my second pick, I'm going to go with another old school show. This one was kind of more on in like late 80s, 90s.
I'm going to call us a moron? Did you just call us a moron-ish?
No.
Okay.
I don't know where you got that from, Eric.
You said moron.
I'm pretty sure I did not.
We'll
let the tape speak for itself.
You did.
Shit. Am I stroking out? All right. I'm going to go with Claire Huxtable from The Cosby Show. Another classic mom.
She put up with a lot.
She put up with a lot. Knowing what we know now, she should have been the first pick.
She's a saint. That woman's a saint or an accomplice to sexual assault.
Listen, it's a fine line. We don't know quite where she stands on which side of the line. But for the purpose of this draft, I'm taking her with my number 2 pick. All right, Eric. Or Brandon, back to you with your second pick.
All right. I'm going fun here because I'm afraid Eric's going to take this one. I don't know if he thought this. I know this was kind of a late addition to this draft, so I don't know if he had this one on his radar.
You know I'm not a deep thinker. You know that.
You're going to be mad when I do this because I think on a Mother's Day, anybody could be a mother. So let's go with the mother of dragons, Daenerys Targaryen.
Oh,
That's a good one.
nice. Great choice. Great choice. Khaleesi, as they also call her.
Yeah.
Not a great person, but a damn good mother of those
What
dragons.
are you talking about?
I would say the
Debatable.
writers failed her.
Yeah,
in the
true.
end.
True. Fair.
You're talking
Breaker
about dude.
changed. Daenerys Stormborn, first of her name.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good creative.
Imagine trying to raise 3 dragons by yourself, Anish.
True. I mean, she did lose one to the
Anish,
Night King.
You can't.
But...
You can't. You have one kid. You have no clue the amount of effort it takes to raise 3 dragons.
I can barely keep track of myself.
Yeah.
Little freaking dragon.
You sit there and you judge her. You have no clue the pressure she's under. And she's running an empire.
Yeah.
And the family name, Targaryen.
A lot of you don't understand the pressure she's going through.
You wouldn't get it.
Yeah, you wouldn't get it. Oh, man. All right, Eric. Your last 2 picks here. Back to
Oh,
back.
man. This is tough. I'm going to go with number 2, my number 2 pick. Claire Dunphy, Modern Family. Keeps the family together. She's trying to live up to her dad's successful shoes while also being an individual herself. She's also smoking hot. Claire Dunphy is my number 2 pick.
Good pick. Good pick.
Thank you.
Like you said, another one that just has to deal with a bunch of bullshit.
Mm-hmm. A bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
My number 3 pick, I'm going with Lorelai Gilmore from Gilmore Girls. She's witty. She's a single mom. She's trying to navigate running a cafe in a little town. She raises a beautiful, smart daughter. Just, she's always active. She's a great mom, great role model. Lorelai Gilmore.
Excellent pick, Eric.
Thank you.
Excellent pick. All right, Brandon. Who you got for your last pick here?
All right. By numbers alone, this mom is probably a head above the rest. Some would say she's 101 above the rest. So I'm going with Purdy from 101 Dalmatians. Give birth to 15 little puppies. Adopted 84 more.
Nice.
That's a lot.
That's a good one,
Imagine
Brandon.
101 babies.
Pongo.
Babies get
Is that her husband's
stolen.
name?
Pongo, her and Pongo. Babies
Yeah.
get stolen by the evil Cruella de Vil. They go get them babies. So, what? Rebuttal?
No,
You can't. There's no rebuttal.
No.
it's just funny that there's so many good picks still left on the board, and you went with the dog.
What do they call
On
a
this-
female dog?
How many kids? How many kids are these? What'd you say?
What do they call a female dog, Brandon?
The mom.
Starts with a B.
Purdy.
Oh man,
Great choice, Brandon. 'Cause
that's
you're
a
right.
good one.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
She answers the call when whatever 80 something other dogs come showing up.
Yeah, she may not have been their mother, but she was the mother that stepped up, right? Or
Yep. Listen, I'm just hating because I didn't think of it myself.
That's great. That's great, Brandon.
Oh man, good. That's good. That's good. All right, my last pick. I don't know how to get back on track after that.
Yeah,
that
one.
was wild.
That was wild. Yeah. All right, my last pick. I'm gonna go a little more traditional. I'm gonna try to bring it back on track here.
All right.
I'm gonna go with the show and a mom that was a favorite for all of us. I'm gonna go with Amy Matthews from Boy Meets World. The combination of her and Alan Matthews as parents, as a duo, fantastic. But separately, they were throwing heat. Together,
They're
though,
rock.
yeah,
They're rock, dude.
awesome power
You-
couple.
You don't raise Corey
No, yeah,
and Sean
yeah,
without
Yeah.
a solid mom and dad foundation.
exactly, and that's what they were.
Love it.
Nice,
Love it, Anish.
good draft, boys. Good draft. Lots of moms still left on the table.
I was gonna say, can you give some honor? Are we doing honorable
go for it.
mentions?
Go for it.
Deborah Baroon, Ray Romano's wife from Everybody Loves Raymond. She literally is. It's a circus in her house, and she keeps it all together, putting up with the in-laws, her husband's loser brother. Can we all relate to that? You know what I'm talking about? And just keeping the family rolling. The other one that I also want to shout out is the Arrested Development mom, Lucille Bluth. She's also
Lucille
fantastic.
Bluth.
She's awesome.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hey, Step by Step Mom.
Oh,
That would have been a good one. I almost drafted that, but I had to go with the Dalmatian.
Yeah. I mean,
got
the
beat by the
Dalmatian one was
Dalmatian.
good.
that's a
Yeah,
good one.
The Dalmatian one was good.
She got taught by the Dalmatian.
Sorry, you
Wait.
lost out to
Yeah.
the dog.
Yeah, you lost out to the dog. Brandy,
Dude,
this is the one draft you couldn't take Full House in.
I know. I thought about
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could have took Aunt Becky, but
You could have. Yeah.
It's kind of your corner.
she wasn't.
It is.
I went with Simpson. Simpson's also my corner.
How do we
Also
feel about
true.
the Malcolm in the Middle mom?
Nah.
Annoying?
Yeah,
Not a great mom?
probably a good mom.
I wouldn't say she's not a great mom, but she was definitely more annoying than
Yeah.
she was a pleasant to be seen on my
Okay.
television screen.
All right.
Anish, what about
Okay.
what about Mrs. Cohen?
Oh yeah, the OC. That's a good one.
Oh, Brandon.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
good pick.
Talk
That's
about
a good
taking in some
pick.
Fosters.
Mm-hmm. Yes, taking in some troubled youth.
Yeah. She's OG.
Wisdom. Wise beyond her years. Still rocking it. Shout out the moms that are still rocking it.
Yep.
I was trying to get Haley to watch that this weekend.
Dude.
Oh.
What you say?
What about Kitty Foreman from the 70s show?
Great one. Great laugh.
That's a good one.
Great
she,
laugh.
Another one that has to deal with just a bunch of bullshit in their house all the time.
That's
A
most
lot
of
of
these TV
bullshit.
moms.
Mhm.
Yeah. The Family Matters mom, Mrs. Winslow.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Always a good
Very
one.
good wisdom.
Yep.
That's the thing. You need them to be like on their own individual, but also keeping the family together, putting up with all the bullshit, as we keep saying. That's kind of the term
That's
for
the
these
theme.
moms.
Yeah.
Putting up with the BS, but like, and then also like imbuing some like wisdom on like the kids or the father, where the father's like, "All right, you're right.
Yep.
You know what? Maybe I did go 0 to 60 on my daughter. You know what I mean? Okay. So let me go in there and I'll do some sweet talking and be like, okay, listen, Daddy gets a little crazy.
You're like, who's to judge?
Yeah. I'm not judging.
Yeah.
So no one took Teen Mom from MTV.
Yeah. Shockingly, no teen moms chosen.
Brandon, that was your corner. There's a Chattanooga one for you.
What's
that
her
you couldn't
name?
take it.
Rush.
Do you remember her name?
I do not.
I feel like
If you said it, I would know it.
I
but
feel like
don't
isn't it like
remember.
Macy or something like that?
I was
think
gonna
it
say
is.
Misty.
Oh, I think it's an M though for sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look
Put
it
in the
up. I don't know what
comments
the
if you're
fuck-
listening, Macy or Misty or whoever.
Yeah, whatever the fuck your
Mason?
name is. No, Macy.
Yeah. The mom from Home Improvement.
Oh, yep. It's a good one.
She's great.
Jill Taylor.
Jill Taylor.
right?
I
Good
think so.
one, Brandon.
Sounds right.
Good
Sounds
pull.
right.
Good pull.
Very good pull.
Watched a lot.
What about Bluey's mom?
Dude. Brandon.
Good one.
Anish? Don't. Don't.
Hey,
It's a
there's not
children's
even room
program.
for one dog in this
Yeah.
track. You can't have 2 dogs.
Hold on. Now, dang it, your question. Now I'm thinking Bluey, Bingo, the dad's name is Bandit, and the mom's name is...
I want to say, is it like Chili or something like that? Or is that another character?
No, I
There's a
think you're
character in
right.
there named Chili. I don't
think
know if
you're
that's
right.
her.
I don't know.
Because I never actually like sit and watch Bluey. I always have it like it's always
Chili.
on in the background.
Chili. Yes, Chili.
Okay.
Good job, Anish. You know. Don't say you
Nah.
don't watch it and then you call out Chili. Stop it.
Uh,
I'm just guessing. Chili pepper. Chili?
Yeah.
Is that it?
I think that sounds right. Listen, have you drafted them for the best intro? Literally, me and Zoe have been running around the house just singing it to ourselves, like doing the stupid dance.
And the dad has the best one.
Yeah, he's doing like the lawnmower, like all the stupid dance moves.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, nice. I'm trying to look what else is here.
Anish, Amy Matthews was a good poll, dude.
Yeah, I had to, man. I had to go Boy Meets World. Tammy Taylor from Friday Night Lights. I don't know if you guys watched this show.
Didn't
That was
watch
a
it.
Great show.
Never watched it.
Good show.
Yeah.
What about Aunt Viv? Aunt Viv, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yeah,
That's a great one. Yeah. I
it's a
mean,
good one.
that's a great one. Also,
Yeah.
a great one to pull. What about the Seventh Heaven mom? Annie Camden?
I never really watched it.
Any Seventh Heaven lovers out there? Just me?
I wasn't big. I know you were big into it, Eric.
Just some ambiguously curious Christian programming in the 90s? Late 90s, early 2000s? Ate that up.
Yeah.
Married with Children.
Peggy?
Yeah.
No, Peggy?
Yeah.
No. What's her name? I said Peggy, but I don't
I
think,
think
it is
it may be
Peggy.
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 Is it?
Peggy.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's always like, ow.
Or Roseanne.
90s Roseanne? Funny. Tom Arnold Roseanne?
Brandon, Danny McBride's wife in Righteous Gemstones.
I was thinking the actual mom in Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, yeah.
Even though she's not really in it that much, but seems like a good lady.
Yeah. Apples fell really far from the tree on that one.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
I think I drafted the best. I don't know.
Yeah. You're very happy with yours?
Yeah.
There's no
Oh, man.
female Goku character we could.
Dude, Chi-Chi?
Yeah.
Chi-Chi was in there. She was in the running.
How did you take
I
that
will say this, though.
101?
Oh, it would have
Chi-Chi's
been full
also-
circle. It would have been full circle.
she's
Eric.
not very likable. And I'm not going to lie. 13-year-old Eric did not like the Chi-Chi scenes. Now, Bulma is a good mom. The Trunks.
You had
Never
it
heard
right
of her.
there. You had it right there, Eric.
I know.
You had the first pick. The world was in your hands.
I still went animated, so.
We should have went Andy's mom from Toy Story.
Yeah. She might be
Always
Neon
hope-
Waiters Award though. I feel like she's not in the movie enough.
She's good. She's a good mom.
Good, pretty good.
What are you talking about, man? Save those toys all the way to he went to
I know.
college.
True.
I know.
True.
Very patient. Stepped on an army man who didn't really lose her shit in the first one.
Buys
that alone.
them
Yeah,
all,
that alone actually.
Yep.
buys them all kind of toys. Clearly,
Knew her kids were living next to a psychopath and moved them the hell out of there. Sid.
Yeah.
She's like, that kid's gonna be a loser. We gotta get out of here. I don't want you anywhere near my kids.
Yeah. You know what? You might be onto something, Brandon,
Mhm.
with that one.
thank you.
What's
Yeah.
her name? Anybody know her name? Andy's mom? I think it's just
Andy's
Andy's mom, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know. It's not my draft pick.
It's honorable mentions, damn it.
Yeah, we're just talking about mentions.
Yeah. I don't know if she has a name. I think it's literally just Andy's mom.
It's called Andy's mom, also known as Miss Davis.
Andy had a last name.
Did not know that. Yeah, did not know that.
Oh,
There's a wiki. There's a Disney fandom wiki for her.
interesting. Oh man. All right, boys. Good draft.
Mm.
Anything else we want to talk about before we get out of here for this week?
No.
Somebody's gonna answer, damn it.
No, I'm good to go, dude.
Oh man.
Left it all in the field.
Left it all in the field. Let me do a quick score check on this. Oh, you said the Panthers
It's
won,
over.
right?
It's
Okay.
over. 2-0.
Okay, good. We needed that.
Mm-hmm.
I do like myself some Toronto Maple Leafs, but I don't know if I can go through a Canadian team winning.
And Austin Matthews, dude, it's like the Jets have Connor Hellebuck and he sucks in his crunch time. And Austin Matthews is the captain of the Maple Leafs and he sucks in crunch time. And guess what? They're both Americans.
Yeah.
And they're who we're going to rely on in the Olympics.
Yeah.
So that sucks.
So that's not fun.
No.
And then we also have Jack Eichel, who got burned by Connor McDavid on
Yeah.
that overtime.
Eichel's
up
won a
the
cup.
other
How
day.
many cups does McDavid have in this?
True. Fair point.
0.
That's a big zero for those
Big zero.
not watching on YouTube.
Connor McDavid's a bitch. He's like a like all flashy point guard. Stefan Marbury, maybe. Super
Look at
flashy.
you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Look
Super
at you.
flashy. Doesn't win jack shit. Maybe in China. Maybe McDavid can go to China and get the
KHL?
Beijing Red Star
Yeah.
championship or something.
Yeah. Going over to the KHL. I'm sure you'll do fine over there.
Right. Yeah. Go play for Dynamo Moscow.
Yeah.
SKA Petersburg.
Scott Petersburg. It's crazy that the KHL has a team in like Finland and a team in China.
And Sweden. I think they have a Sweden team too.
Yeah, they're just taking over all of
And
Europe.
technically, the China was the Red Star, the
Yeah.
Kunlun Red Star or something.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, boys. I think we'll wrap it up there. Hope everybody enjoyed their Mother's Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll catch up with you boys with next week.